Hi there. I watched one battle after another, and I'm gonna do a small review of it. This film, I was trying to figure out if this is supposed to be some sort of pure comedy or not. Um, I'm not sure what it was actually about. It seemed to be about immigration, although it's not entirely clear which part of the immigration angle it's supposed to be about. You got a lot of different groups going on in this movie. It's got a weird transient problem where it's trying to be too much of a. It's trying to have like obviously they got to show off a certain prejudice angle of the fort and law enforcement, so they have to have you have like was it Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn as a sort of your primary people. Sean Penn is portraying law enforcement, I think, more or less law enforcement. Was it border police, basically? And it's so funny to watch this movie because, of course, they're trying to portray the border police as being some sort of higher, some sort of almost like a white supremacist group. Like they have a real prejudice for these people, these immigrants. It's kind of amusing to watch this stuff because they have this whole slogan about purity and stuff. They're trying to keep there's some purity. They're not entirely clear what the group is supposed to represent. If it's actually supposed to represent an actual, you know, white supremacist angle. I'm not entirely sure. um, they indicate it's supposed to be some sort of purity angle. So I'm assuming white purity, but I don't have a clue. Like there's so many things going on in this movie, more or less dealing with illegal immigration across the border and trying to get rid of all the illegal immigrants in a given area. Although I'm not entirely sure what the angle was. Is this supposed to be? I'm not sure if it's supposed to be some joke about the Donald Trump administration or anything else because um, it just seemed to be a pure in joke of a movie about dealing with some sort of resistance against border patrol. Although I don't hard to define what border patrol was in this movie because I don't know. Are they actually? They seem like they don't seem like a normal border patrol. I think it's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be a dark comedy of sorts. It's definitely playing at some sort of comedy level because there's no way that you can take even half this movie seriously. Um, it's obvious that Sean Penn's character was supposed to be sort of like the in joke of somebody who had a night with somebody and stuff like that. It's just funny because he spends a good part of the film realizing like they go into secret hiding. Like of course there's like a protection witness protection program going on, but the whole movie just seems to have this weird agenda. I'm not sure what exactly it's trying to do or what it's trying to say. It doesn't seem to be trying to say much of anything. Just a weird movie about border patrol and witness protection program, and all this stuff happens, and the woman takes off, of course, and I don't know. There's a daughter involved eventually, and then eventually they show us 15, 16 years later. But the whole thing, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be based on. I'm not supposed to be if it's supposed to be inspired by something because real border patrol is not nearly this antagonistic. I don't think. I'm not sure what I think the movie makers went from a overly dramatic, satirical drama about the border patrol being so uh, anti-immigrant. It's just hilarious to watch this movie because, of course, Leo's character is supposed to represent some form of some guy who got involved in the resistance. And of course, I'm not sure what he's supposed to be because it's not entirely clear what he is. He's just kind of there, and he does things. he's drugged up a lot, which is hilarious to watch. I'm not sure what his job is. He doesn't seem to have an actual job per se. Um, I don't know. It was a strange movie to watch. It was a little bit too long. I mean, for certain spots, it was just rather funny to watch because so much outlandish stuff is happening. You have to laugh at it. You just have to laugh at most of it, actually, because what happens to these two characters is just beyond belief. And I liked how Sean Penn's character just sort of gets himself involved in what might be called a white a white power group. I'm not entirely sure what they're supposed to be because they have all the semblances of white power group. And I'm not sure what this is doing in the police forces because I wasn't aware that the police forces did as far as I know, white the police forces usually hire a lot of actual, you know, other groups. It's not like they hire straight white people. They hire lots of people. I don't know. They actually do have their foreigner quotas. They actually have to hire a certain number of people. But it's just funny watching this movie. I wasn't sure what to make of it because I was trying to figure out what is the whole gist of this movie. What is it about? Is it just about somebody's vendetta? Is it about somebody who joined a resistance and now is trying to get his situation back? Like, what is going on? Like, Leo's character seems like he doesn't know what he was doing in the French resistance, some sort of French group. I'm not sure why they call it that. It's kind of a weird name for it. I have absolutely no idea. Like I said, I think it was just a pure satire, nothing to be taken too seriously because I don't even know I can barely tell what happened. I mean, I know literally that it was about immigrants being detained, being brought out, and being arrested and then sent back. But other than that, it doesn't seem to have a clear cut idea of what anybody was supposed to be doing. Is Sean Penn's character supposed to be the bad guy? It's not entirely clear. Was the group that he was joining, is they supposed to be some sort of terrible group that he joins? It's not entirely clear what they are, what they represent. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird movie about watching black people in a group that's supposedly a resistance cell group in the United States. Although I wasn't aware that there was a huge need for such a group. It just seems like a lot of dark comedy satire about immigration situation in the United States. That's what it seems like to be about. It doesn't really fit the reality. The reality is that they've been brought in illegally, and of course, a lot of them are being chased out. But this movie features a police force that's has a lot of vitriol against these people. It's actually rather amusing to watch it. So I don't know what to say about it. Nonetheless, it was sort of interesting at times. It wasn't definitely not the best movie of the year. I didn't entirely know what it was supposed to be about. I don't know. It was dark comedy. That's how I took it. I couldn't stop. I couldn't help but almost laugh at lots of scenes because of just how ridiculous the scenes were getting. The daughter was supposed to be like this leftovers of what Sean Penn's little moment of time with this woman, and she's supposed to be part of a resistance cell. But other than that, yeah, I guess that's definitely comedic. To me, it was a comedic movie because it just was so silly at times. It was so hard to believe what was actually going on. It was hard not to laugh at that. It was hard to not laugh at the movie. But yeah, there it is. I didn't know what to make of it. I don't think it's a particularly popular movie at the moment. It seems to be sending an agenda, even though it doesn't seem to know what that agenda is supposed to be. I don't know. It's a strange movie. It's fun at times, but it's very strange. So there's that.